Here's a problem with similar figures, proportion level 1. In this problem, we're told that triangle BCD is similar to triangle EFG. What's that really telling us? It's telling us that these two triangles have the same shape, but not the same size. It's also telling us the order in which they are similar. So if we look at triangle BCD and we trace it that way from B to C, from C to D, and then from D, the end, back to B, the beginning, that part is similar to EF, FG, and then G back to E. So the sides are listed in the order in which they are similar. What we're asked to do in this problem is to find the measure of side EF. In order to do that, we have to look for two sides that we know are corresponding and for which we're given the measure. That would be side DC and side GF. So we take those values that were given in the problem and we write them as a fraction or as the first part of a proportion. So we know that 14.4 over 59 is the ratio of proportion, and that ratio has to be the same for every two sides that are similar in these two triangles. Since we're trying to find EF, we're going to put the similar side into the proportion. Notice that we put our measure from our smaller triangle in the numerator, so we need to do the same thing for the other part of the proportion. And then in the denominator of this, we're going to put the missing side here. So we can put a question mark there to represent EF, or we can actually put the letters EF. Remember that proportions have cross products that are the same. That means if we multiply 11 times 59, we should get the same answer as when we multiply 14.4 times EF. So writing that out gives us an equation that we can solve. 14.4 times EF is equal to 59 times 11, which happens to be equal to 649. Now we can just look at this equation. We can divide both sides by 14.4 so that we isolate the EF. The 14.4 is reduced to 1. So we're left with EF is equal to 45.069, and then the 4 repeats. If you were to take that answer and type it over here in the answer box and click submit, it would tell you that you are wrong. So you always want to be careful when you get one of these long decimals to go back and look at the directions. Notice that the direction says that we should round our answer to the nearest tenth. So that would be this place right here where the 0 is. The 6 tells us to increase that by 1 since 6 is bigger than 5. And so we get that EF is approximately equal to 45.1. That answer, when you put it into the answer blank, will be marked as correct.